This video is presented by Audiobooks Now. They offer a selection of over 320,000 digital audiobooks that can be downloaded and/or streamed. In the description of, and as the pinned comment for this video, is a special link from me, Ryan Holman, to a 30-day free trial of Audiobooks Now, and also to get 50% off of your first audiobook. Carlos Llorens competed in the World Series Formula V8 3.5 in 2012 and 2013 and won a race at Aragon in the latter year, but only finished 16th and 14th, respectively, in the two seasons' championships. For 2014, he started to compete in the IndyCar Series with Dale Coyne Racing. The team had a good 2013 season that included Justin Wilson finishing in the top 10 in 13 of 19 races and finishing 6th in the final standings, while part-time driver Mike Conway won at Detroit. Llorens would be partnering with Wilson as a full-time driver for 2014. In the first 8 races of 2014, Llorens finished on the lead lap in all but one of them. However, he failed to qualify higher than 12th at the 2 Detroit races. Llorens did finish in the top 10 twice, though. At Long Beach, he finished 10th. I will note that 7 of the 23 starters retired from the event, while 5 of the 6 drivers who finished behind Llorens had crashed or spun during the race. Llorens then finished 8th at Detroit. This time, the ranking came as a result of genuine pace Llorens had in the event. Even with these good results, it did not appear that Llorens would be winning an IndyCar soon. After 8 races, he had an average finish of about 14th place. The 9th event was Houston, the first round of a doubleheader. For it, Llorens qualified 19th place out of 23 drivers. Due to the race being held in wet conditions, the distance changed from being 90 laps to being 1 hour and 50 minutes long. After about 31 minutes, Llorens was still in 19th and was close behind Will Power. About 4 minutes and 40 seconds later, the race had its first caution period due to Conway crashing. Llorens made his first pit stop during this time. The race restarted with about an hour and 7 minutes left in the event. However, the second caution occurred soon afterwards, when Takuma Sato and Michael Oloshin crashed. The initial restart for this caution time was waved off, but Luca Filippi crashed on the main straightaway, prolonging the caution. Eventually, the race restarted with 48 minutes and 30 seconds left in it. About 4.5 minutes later, Scott Dixon, Simon Pagenaud, and Charlie Kimball crashed, resulting in the race's 4th caution period. With about 32 minutes remaining, the race restarted and Llorens was now 8th. Then, a little over 4 minutes later, Power crashed and a caution resulted. During this caution, leader James Hinchcliffe led most drivers to the pit lane to get service. Coyne teammates Wilson and Llorens remained on the track and became the top 2. The race restarted with about 21 minutes left in it. Tony Kanaan attempted to pass Llorens for second, but the latter kept the position. Soon afterwards, there was a significant gap between the top 2 and the rest of the field. However, Kanaan eventually got closer to Llorens. With about 17 minutes remaining, Juan Pablo Montoya challenged Llorens for second. Wilson had less fuel in his car than Llorens's, meaning it was more likely he would have to stop before the end of the race. Llorens was likely drafting behind his teammate and saving fuel in the process. With less than 10 minutes left, Wilson increased his lead over Llorens, since he would likely still need to pit, and being further ahead when he stopped would mean Wilson would not quite drop as far back in the field. With about 7.5 minutes remaining, Wilson pitted and Llorens got the lead for the first time in his IndyCar career. About 3 minutes later, Sebastian Saavedra crashed and the race had another caution. This meant that Llorens would likely be able to conserve enough fuel to finish the race without making an additional pit stop. The plan was to restart the race with enough time to get one last racing lap in.
Green this time by, green this time by.
He's a rookie. He's a rookie guy. I mean, we've had a couple of guys now crash in the last corner on the restart. The last thing you want to do is rush into that last corner and have it step out and hit the wall when you have a chance to win the race.
Let's be ready was the call, and everybody is ready to pounce. You ride with Graham Rahal. You're looking at Tony Kanaan. Montoya is up ahead. Is he ready to stand on the podium or even win? Gateway 2000 was JPM's last IndyCar victory. Oh! Rahal! Wow! Rahal has hit Kanaan coming around the green.
And damaged his wing, so that's going to affect him as well on this restart as well.
Yeah. Oh my!
Go!
Oh dear, and yellow waves. And Tony Kanaan will be in disbelief.
Oh well, that was a bit of a messy end.
And when the cars surge and weave from side to side, I think Graham Rahal just got caught out.
I think he did get caught out, but what a break
for Carlos Huertas.
Carlos Huertas, can you believe that? He must have been thinking, I've got to control this restart, I've got to control it, and now look what's happened. He's fallen into his lap.
There is the man, that's Dale Coyne. Carlos Huertas, his rookie driver, albeit under yellow, will see the checkered flag first. An incredible day in this young Colombian's life.
Right? Normal speed, yeah? Just pace car speed, pace car speed.
And it's Christmas in June for Dale Coyne.
Unbelievable. Remember, Carlos started on the 10th row of this race. He was P19.
There you have it. Nice job.
There it is.
Nice job, Carlos.
A first-time winner in the Verizon IndyCar Series, and it's a Colombian 1-2 with Juan Pablo Montoya
Way to go, brother.
stepping back on the podium. How about that? Young?
And Dale, you just had enough time to say great job. You put both your cars out in the front. You took a gamble for Justin. It didn't work, but boy, did it play for Carlos.
Carlos worked out great. You know, Justin needed one more yellow a little bit earlier, and we knew that was going to be close, but we thought Carlos was in a really good spot. The kid's been doing better all year, and he showed sometimes you put a guy in the front, and he can stay in the front.
What made you think to take both your cars and take that gamble?
Well, Carlos, it was pretty easy. It was easy early. We had kind of the strategy. His was set earlier. We set Justin's later. It just seemed like timed races are tricky. People forget about how to run a timed race, but we did well.
And you've been doing this a long time. Congratulations.
It's time to celebrate. Kelly?
And there have been plenty of people on hand to congratulate this rookie on his first ever IndyCar win. One of the first on the scene was his compatriot, Juan Pablo Montoya, who came over to give his congratulations. A big day for your country, first in the World Cup and a 1-2 here. You told me earlier in the season you had no expectations because this deal came together so late. Could you have dreamt you'd be sitting here in victory lane?
For sure, it was always possible. The team did a great job, and the races are so long here that you always have a chance to win if you do the right things at the right time. And today was really tough. I was really struggling. I had no pace in the first half of the race, but I remind myself just stay calm, do what you have to do, and I did that. And the team called it perfectly with the fuel, and yeah, it was a great day.
Certainly a strange race, and it was a great strategy call to get you up front. How much pressure were you feeling, especially with a guy like Juan Pablo behind you?
He was not a problem. I was just worried about Justin because they said he couldn't make it to the end, and he was defending all the time. And you know, they said he doesn't have any fuel, and then he keeps going faster and faster. So I tried to pass him. He closed the door, and yeah, at the end of the day, it's a victory for the team and for myself. It's great.
A fantastic day for Carlos Huertas. Congratulations.
7 different winners from the 9 races thus far. What a day for Carlos Huertas.
Huertas got his first IndyCar win in a major upset. He entered the race ranked 20th in the championship and had not even come close to finishing in the top 5 in a race. However, after the race, the Coyne team was fined $15,000 for violating series rules regarding the rear wing height and the fuel cell capacity. Despite this, the win was maintained since series officials determined that the infractions did not alter the finishing order. For the remaining 9 races of the season, Huertas only had one top 10 start, 10th at Mid-Ohio, and a best finish of 12th at Toronto. He retired from 5 events and finished 20th in the championship. Huertas continued his IndyCar career in 2015 with Coyne. He did 4 races and had a best finish of 16th at New Orleans. Huertas' final IndyCar entry was that year's Indianapolis 500, where he withdrew after qualifying due to an illness. I've seen no evidence that Huertas has competed in any professional racing event since then, as of December 2024.